Okay, this is a lesson about similar polygons, and basically you're going to be asked two questions. First one is you're going to be given all the information and you're going to be asked, are they similar? And then the second one is you're going to be told that they are similar and you'll need to find a missing side. So that's what we're going to review today. So if you look on page 548 of your book, it says determine whether each pair of polygons is similar. So we're going to show if they are similar or if they're not similar. So in this case, let's take a look at the right triangles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to identify my corresponding sides, and those are the ones that look alike. So I'm going to say that this side here and this side here. So these two correspond, 4 and 12 correspond, and 5 and 13 correspond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up ratios with my corresponding parts. So my first side is going to be 3 over 5, and I'm going to see, is that equal to 4 over 12, 5 over 13. So if I go ahead and I simplify my ratios, 4 over 12 becomes 1 over 3, 3 over 5 is simplified, and so is 5 over 13. So 3/5 does not equal 1/3, nor does it equal 5/13. So therefore this is not these triangles are not similar. Let's take a look over here at these two trapezoids. Now I know that I can tell if corresponding sides, well, I can tell my corresponding sides just by looking at the tick marks or the arc marks for my angles. I can tell that 13.5 in the smaller trapezoid corresponds to 18 in the larger one. Notice that there are 3 tick marks at this angle, and there are actually 4 tick marks at this angle and 3 at this angle. So same thing here, 3 and 4. So I know this side corresponds to this side. So I'm going to set up that ratio first. So I'm going to set up, we'll start with 18. We'll use this one as our numerator and 13.5 as the denominator. So all my numerators will be from the larger trapezoid and all the denominators will be from the smaller, and you can do it vice versa as well. So let's see, let's take another one. Let's take 8. Well, 8 and 6 correspond, so I'm going to put 8 and 6. Is that equal to 10 and 7.5? And then the last one is going to be, again, 8 and 6. So I looked at all of them and I made my ratios. So 18, 8, 10, and 8 are all from the larger trapezoid, and 13.5, 6, 7.5, and 6 are all from the smaller one, and they're all in the denominator. Now 18 goes with 13.5 because 18 and 13.5 correspond. 8 and 6 correspond, 10 and 7.5 correspond, and 8 and 6 correspond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what the value of 18 divided by 13.5 is, and it's 1.3 repeating. 8 divided by 6 is 1.3 repeating. 10 divided by 7.5 is 1.3 repeating. And again, 8 divided by 6 is 1.3 repeating. So therefore they are all the same, and this would be a similar, these two trapezoids would be considered similar. Now, the last thing that we're going to be asked is two triangles. We're going to be given that the two triangles are similar, so we need to determine missing sides. So if we take a look over here at the example, it looks like we need to determine what the measurement of x is, or line segment GH. So I'm going to compare line segment GH to line segment LJ, because if you notice, G and L both have 2 arc marks, and J and H both have 3 arc marks. So this is the line segment we're talking about right here. These two go together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put x from here over 6 from here, and I'm going to set up a proportion. So I know that they're similar, so I can actually use any one of the other 2 sides to make my proportions. So I'm going to take this one right here. So 6 goes with the large one, and 3 goes with the smaller triangle, and we're going to cross multiply and divide. So we would take 6 times 6, and that gives me 36, and that's equal to 3 times x. So that is 3, and 3 divided by 3 divided by 3. Well, 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 2 times, so 12 would be the missing side.